Praise God and welcome to the Worshipper Refill. I am glad that you're here today and you're joining us. It is an amazing show that is meant for all the worshipers out there. The worship leaders, we're going to be talking about what is worship, what is worship ministry. We're going to be engaging in very many talks with very many guests that are going to be joining us to share their experiences, equip us, teach us, and join us in this journey. Thank you and karibuni sana. I'll be your host, Millicent Donga. Today I'm joined by an amazing woman, a woman that I really love, a woman that I really look up to. She's a lay reader in the Anglican Church, St. Christopher's Church here based in Nakuru. She's also the Assistant Dean, St. Paul's University. She's also the founder of Rafiki Counseling Center. And I'm very grateful. It's a great honor to be with you this morning as you join us today as we talk about the mental health of our worshippers and the worship leaders in our churches. Karibu sana, Madam Ann.
Thank you so much,
You can
Millicent.
start by introducing yourself.
Yes, I'm grateful to be in this show and to see you doing this show, having great ideas about the church. Thank you very much. As you have said, you have introduced me well.
Thank you.
I am Ndung'u. Yes, a lecturer at St. Paul's University dealing with counseling psychology. And I appreciate to be here.
Karibu sana. So today basically we're going to be talking about mental health. And maybe we can start with definition. What is mental health?
Okay. When you talk about mental health, we are talking about the well-being of the emotional, the psychological, and behavioral aspect of a human being. And this entails the thinking, feelings, and the actions that a person takes or does. So this is what it entails when you talk about mental health.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So basically today we're going to be reflecting on the mental health of our worshippers and the worship leaders in our churches. Do you feel mental health is preached in our churches?
Yes, it is. But as much as it is preached, we really don't address those aspects of human beings, and especially the mental aspect, as I have given the definition. We need to think about the thinking of a person. We need to think about the feelings. We need to see how the thinking and the feelings interact together with the behavior, how they contribute to one's behavior. Yes, it is preached. I must say it is preached, but we're not able to pick those specific aspects and how they affect our being, our well-being. We do not see how our well-being is affected by how we think, how we feel, and how we act in various aspects of us, because as a human beings, we have various aspects that mean so much for us to bring up a whole person, a holistic person that is able to function well, is able to think well, is able to feel good about themselves. Yeah.
Being a lay reader in your church,
Yes.
I'll be very assured to say that you've engaged with worshippers in your church, with worship leaders in your church.
Yeah.
According to your analysis, do you feel they're okay? Mentally, do you feel they are fine? As you engage, as you talk, do you feel they are fine, they are okay? Or we need to address mental health in our churches?
Yeah, we need to address the mental health in our church, because these are human beings and they are living in the society, and in this society there are so many changes. And we need to understand what are the causes of mental health conditions that are not appropriate. And these include things like changes, changes, concerns, conflicts, crisis, and criticisms. And as human beings interacting with others, these worship leaders experience changes.
Yes.
And these changes will bring some stresses that will influence their mental well-being. Maybe we shall look at some of the changes that they go through. As a normal human being, they experience changes in their own bodies, in issues to do with the health. They also experience changes in terms of relocation, or academic growth, transfers, they get married, they get children, and all these changes come with psychological effects, emotional changes, psychological changes, and all these will influence the kind of behavior that they portray. And as leaders, they have so many issues to consider. They have to listen to the concerns of the people. They have to listen to the people they lead. They also keep on dealing with the changes among the people they lead. So they go through all these and they need some psychological help so that they can maintain mental wellness to be able to function well. And I must say they experience these emotional challenges because we see them, we criticize them. We see them doing some things that we would not expect them to do.
Sure.
And they also seek for help. So they are human beings like others, and they are living in a society with so many changes, and they experience these fluctuations of life, and it's normal. Yeah.
So I am a worshiper in my church, and I am trying to understand what you're saying, and for sure it is true. The changes that come with, being a worshiper, you're changed from this station to another station, from this church to another church.
Yeah.
You want to be married to another church, all these changes that come.
Yeah.
And at times they bring a lot of, you're not stable mentally.
Sure.
It really affects even how you worship, how you are leading worship in church.
Sure.
So how do you feel? How should the worshipers address what they are feeling,
Okay. One of the things they must understand is that these changes are bound to come.
Okay.
So one thing they need to do is to accept that these changes are there, and these changes will affect them. They will not control the people who join them and those who leave. And as they leave and they get new ones, all those are changes. So they need to understand that as these changes come, they affect them. And when they realize that they affect them, they also need to seek out for help. They need to seek out for help. They also need to check on what exactly they are going through, so that they understand their feelings, they understand how it's affecting them, the magnitude of this change. And actually, they should also seek for counseling, which is a psychological support, in addition to social support that they may need to get so that they feel supported. Otherwise, if they do not get the support that they need, they may break down. They may behave in a way that we do not expect them to behave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. You also talked about criticism. Criticism is so major in our churches. I believe we are criticized.
Yes.
Maybe a worship leader stood one Sunday, allow me to use Kiswahili there.
Yeah.
Alisimama Sunday moja and the song haikuenda vile alitarajia.
Sawa.
Maybe alienda off key. There are times you sing off key, off beat. There's a lot of criticism that is thrown to you. And at times you're like, kwani hakujitayarisha? There's a worship leader and the clips you are going all over TikTok.
Yeah.
Worship leader asipojitayarisha vizuri, this is what happens. At times people don't understand what it takes even to stand before people.
Sure.
Every Sunday. So how is this worship leader still able to stand the coming Sunday and say, I'm overcoming this criticism? Or how should they overcome criticism in church? Because it will always be there.
Okay. Yeah, criticism is normal. It's common. It's part of us. Yeah, when the music doesn't come as the people would expect, people will raise voices.
Yes.
And when these voices come to this person, the leader will feel, oh, I've let down the people, I have not done my part. And sometimes they feel embarrassed, they feel frustrated. And if they do not get understanding from the support that they need to have, they may feel like they are rejected. The moment they start feeling rejection, of course, psychologically, they are not normal. And that is a part of mental well-being that is now negatively being affected. So such a person should know, I am a human being, and accept, as we had said, and be humble enough to ask for help. Even to ask somebody to listen to them and explain to them what exactly happened. Maybe I forgot the key. I was in a hurry. I had gone through some issues and I had not handled them, so they were within me and they were affecting me. And next time, you see, they set a new goal. They reorganize themselves, and when they reorganize themselves, they are confident, and next time they will be able to handle it well. But if they are in denial, that might even spoil the whole thing.
Yes.
You know, some will say, no, 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 these people don't understand. This is not what happened. And he starts or she starts criticizing the others. When that happens, things go out of hand. And we may even have more damage in terms of relationships, in terms of planning, and in terms of even trying to solve exactly what the problem was. And this brings even worse relationships and poor performance. And sometimes these people are hurt and they never grow in their activities. They do not even improve in their wellness. And sometimes they go feeling worse and worse and they do not change. And sometimes we have these people leaving the ministry. Yeah.
Very true. Very
Or
true.
sometimes they do very weird things that you cannot imagine because they develop a don't care attitude, or they want to hit back, they want to revenge, or they develop a defensive mechanism that makes them so hard that they cannot be corrected. Yeah.
Wow, wow. So I think I will also give an opportunity for you to talk to the congregation.
Yeah.
Maybe those who criticize the worship leaders after something has happened. What can you tell them?
Yeah, doing wrong in a group is normal. Making a mistake here and there is normal. We need to be each other's brothers, keepers, and being help, becoming source of help and support, so that when this person has not done as would have expected them, try to find out what could have been the cause. Try to put yourself in their shoes. Listen to them. Appreciate them. Look at what they have done in the past. Appreciate, recognize the effort they have done, and give them another opportunity for improvement. And by so doing, the whole group is going to grow and everybody is going to enjoy, and these mistakes are corrected. So let us accept that we are human beings, and when one of us is a leader, they are not special. They are just people like us and they need help. So when there is something wrong, let us be there to support, to understand, to listen, to support, and give them another opportunity. We also need to pray for them that they will be strong and overcome. Nobody does not make a mistake so long as we are human beings.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've really emphasized on support. I think, do you feel we have support systems in church? Do you feel
Oh, yes, we do. We have support system. We have the team that we work with, they form support for one another. We have our leaders. They are part of the support that we get, because if I have done wrong and I have my leader, you know, if this leader is ready to accept and to listen to me, you know, I'll feel very good. I'll feel supported. I will want to try again. I would want to come out of the place of feeling bad and grow. But if the support system is lacking or the support system is not understanding, that's where the problem is. But I want to assure you, we have support.
we have
Yeah,
support? All
we
right.
have support.
I think the opposite of support is conflict. And in one of the courses you mentioned conflict.
Yeah, conflicts are there because we have different perception of the world. We have different ways of looking at things. We have different approaches of even solving our differences. We have different personalities. Because of these differences, we see things differently.
Sure.
And our interests are different. So because of this difference, we shall have we shall have conflicts. And when we have conflicts, the best thing is to address the issue, not the person. Deal with the issues that are there. What happened? Where did we go wrong? Where do we need to improve? When we do that, then we are able to solve our conflicts. We also need to understand different people have different ways of resolving their conflicts. So we need to understand that we are dealing with people who are different from us and be able to submit, be able to say, I'm sorry, I want to try again. We should not always want to be the winners in every conflict. Let's create room to listen, to even be listened to, and be ready to be corrected and apologize and try again. So conflicts are part of living, and we need to accept that.
Sure.
Yeah.
I am glad I have done counseling.
Yeah.
And it has really given me a foundation of understanding people with their personalities. But I'm trying to fit in the shoe of this worshiper who does not understand what personality is. And maybe they are dealing with someone with a narcissism personality, a narcissist. And maybe it is the worship leader who is a narcissist. And they want things to go their way. You know, whatever they say, this is the final decision. You know, this is how things should go. So how is this worship leader or this worshiper, how are they supposed to engage with if they have such a leader?
Okay.
Yeah.
You see, this is God's work. And we need to let the word of God guide us. What does the Bible say? Yeah. Consider others better than you, and do not consider yourself higher than you actually are. Yeah. So we need to be people who have a teachable spirit, to be humble as a leader, to know that it is not about me, it is about God. It's about the work of God. And those that appear in my eyes to be small, I need to lift them up. I should not feel as a leader that I'm better, I'm the best. What can I do to bring this one that I'm seeing like they are low up so that we can work together as a team? We need to change the attitude. What attitude do we have? We should not have that better than thou kind of attitude. We need to have humility. We cannot serve God without what? Humility and submission. So that attitude should be considered. And of course, that could be part of the cause of conflict because we are not ready to change. So sometimes it's also necessary to do some training, some teaching, so that people understand that we are different, and whoever is narcissistic can understand that that is them and that is what they can do to change. And apart from them, there are others who are part of the body of Christ, and they need love, they need acceptance. Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. I think I have really learned a lot.
Yeah.
From
Yes.
from conflict. I believe it is one area that is really pulling our churches down, pulling our worshippers down. Most people have been hurt, most people are wounded because they feel there's this worshipper who they only want to do, they want things to go their way, they want things to be done their way. They feel hurt. Some, as you said, are even walking out of churches. Some are have worn the don't care attitude. Some are hiding behind the microphones.
Yes.
We have seen people even fighting. You can imagine kwa pulpit, and it is I believe it is a very despicable thing.
Yes. But it's also important to understand that the church should have structures and policies of doing whatever they are doing. And these structures and policies should be clear to everyone so that it is not personal interests that are being considered. We are looking at what we ought to do, what is expected of us, so that the self does not interfere with whatever is being done. And it is not a place where we come to show our might. It's a place that we come to glorify God. And of course, we have leadership. We have various levels of leadership. If you feel you need help, please let us be humble enough as leaders to seek help from those who are above us. And when there is that kind of system, then there is going to be harmony and there is going to be respect, and people will reduce chances of conflicts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You also talked about concerns in one of your points. Kindly educate us.
Yes, concern is one cause of stress. We are so much concerned of things that we feel are going out of hand. We are concerned of many things that are happening, and we feel like we are worried. We are concerned about the number of people who are leaving our church. We are concerned that we have young people not taking part in many of our activities, and we wonder what will the church be in the next 10 years. We are concerned that maybe we are not reading from the same chapter, the young and those who are slightly older. We are concerned of what is being taught. We are concerned about the information that our young people have. We are concerned about the economic powers that we are going through. We are feeling like we are financially limited. We have so much to be concerned about. Currently, we are thinking about shortage of food. And we wonder what will happen to our members. Are all the members of our church able to put food on the table? That's a concern. What can we do about it? When a leader is so much concerned, that affects them. If they are concerned and they are not seeing solution in the near future, they are not getting support. You see, these are some of the things that can make them not be in a healthy state, psychologically or mentally, because they'll have worries, they'll have fears arising from concerns. And there are many issues that will make us be concerned. And anytime we have a lot of concern, you can see even on their face, you can see behavior, you can see even the way they look at things, the leaders who are suffering from excessive concerns, and these can bring about some mental instability, poor mental conditions, because they are thinking of things like, oh, we do not have this, oh, I don't know what is going to happen. And that makes them feel maybe worry, fear, anxiety. Yes, even you listen to their prayers, they are full of fear, full of anxiety, uncertainty. Yes, and this may even make them act in a way that you don't expect them to do. Yeah, so it's good to understand, yes, they are concerned, especially our leaders. They have a lot of concern.
Thank you very much, Madam Ann.
Yes.
We've really learned a lot.
Yeah.
I believe the worship leaders, we have learned so much from our discussion today. And this discussion is just meant for you as a worship leader, knowing that we care for you, we value you, and we are praying for you, and we believe that we will conquer the world. Thank you very much for joining us. We also want to thank Empolo's Hotel for giving us a great location. All the people who have been working behind the scenes. We have Sour Films. Everyone, we recognize you, and we are so grateful that you're joining us today. Until we meet next time, thank you. God bless you. Visit our page, The Worshipper Refill. Subscribe, like, share, invite your friends to join us so that we may grow together. Thank you, and God bless you. Asante.